So we were AFK for a bit. We're still starting round 3. I'll still put this VOD up. We're going to keep this hand. This hand's pretty weak, but we have Shock into Divination. We can find a Learn card to get our splash. We are, unfortunately, I believe, completely dead for top 8. We're 15th. Yeah, I don't think we can jump 7 places by winning one match. These are locked. One of these is 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 locked. And yeah, we would have to jump crazy amounts somehow with our terrible breakers. So I doubt that's going to happen. It's a shame, too, because I think our pool's very good. I think we had a pool that could have gone the distance. But if you watch the other VODs, you know why. Let me give you a hint. Dragons. So, anyways. Not a bad hand, though. Hopefully they play at X2 so we can shock it. Like, Condrix Pledge Mage would be perfect. Or, yeah, we'll shock the Servant. That's totally fine. There. So, I really like our deck, too. It's a damn shame. Damn shame that we're not doing better with this deck, but it is what it is. So, we Divination here. Don't want to cast this early. Hopefully we don't draw 2 lands or anything like that. Where's this? I want to see. Okay. No proliferate. Yeah, see, we draw Lorehold Command. Like, I cannot say enough how good this deck is. This is a very good deck. Hopefully we don't brick, though. If we draw nothing, we're in a bit of trouble. Yeah, we drew a land. Rough. So we can cast Divine Gambit, but if they have something good, it just, like, kills us. And if not, I mean... this is so bad. I think I might just do it. Like, just doing nothing with our turn on turn 4 is so terrible. But we were hoping we would draw better than this, obviously. I think we've drawn, like, we drew Lorehold Command and basically all lands and Divine Gambit. This body's a bit above average, so I don't hate the idea of 4/3s in theory, but, like, it's so risky that they might just have a 5-drop or something. Actually, I guess we won't do it. I'm too nervous to fire it off. I will say the stakes on this match are not nearly as high. Like, unless, again, I could jump 7 places, which would be hilarious, and I would be very overjoyed to get to stream the draft. But I don't think that's possible, so I'm not really banking on it at all. Yeah, we're at 14. We can't even scry. We have nothing. We just have absolutely nothing. But this does kill it, and we get to make a 3/2. We can also sack a land to draw a card, but... like, we certainly have enough lands to do that, but the tempo from sacking the land might be a bit rough. Yeah, there's a field trip. So it's possible that this was correct, by the way. The problem is it's all hidden information. We have no idea. There's our swamp. Okay. So I guess we just play the splash now. We could Lorehold Command. We could just play the Dust Speaker. This is bad against Reject. This is bad against Negate or Test of Talents. I think I would play Negate or Test of Talents over Reject. So we're just going to, like, be very greedy and play this now. They learn for Introduction to Prophecy. Hopefully this doesn't get rejected. I'm just mashing 4 to save time if it does. Because obviously we can't pay the 2, so... hopefully there's no Mage Duel. Mage Duel kills our creature, and then we're very sad. They just go like, Prophecy, Mage Duel, play a 3-drop, and then we just have to Lorehold Command, make a blocker, kill something. But we're not dead. Not dead at all. I gotta see, my mic is on, right? I'm not talking to anyone. Kind of embarrassing. Yeah, no, it's on. He's capturing the input. That's good. I'm looking at my my stream footage right now, so it looks like I'm not looking at my webcam. Now I'm looking at my webcam, now I'm not, but that's fine. I'm a distraction. Magic is what you're here to watch, and feast your eyes on Magic, I guess. Feast your eyes on 2-2 with 4 losses to Dragons. But do I have any more of this energy drink? I don't. The stream is not sponsored, by the way. Monster is not giving me a cent to shield their products, but I drink a good amount of them, so why not? Oh man. So I guess they Prophecy first. I think if they had Mage Duel, they'd be playing a lot faster. They might have flooded out too. The good news is our hand can recover kind of nicely. We just don't want to get, like, we don't want Bookworm to come down or whatever. That's just always a nightmare. Every time you play this card, you got to think about Bookworm. I think there's, like, the thing is, the odds of this card working are higher than normal because they might have Leyline Invocation in hand. They might have, like, other cards, Serpentine Curve, Elemental Masterpiece. Like, there's all kinds of things that are basically big creatures that aren't big creatures, and that's, like, half the appeal of this card. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, if we're Psychic and we just flip a coin and it comes up heads and we kill this last turn, we play this, we're in a much better spot. But we don't know that, and the risk is pretty high, and I don't think we have to take that risk. Yeah, there's a Trickster, so... Alright, well... Just taking, yeah, Prophecy. Draw last, by the way. Don't draw last. They could have hit something they'd rather do than the Trickster. I don't think they have a land, yeah. So we just take this. So all we really have to do is decide if we want to play around Negate and Decisive Denial and Test of Talents. And I think we do because those cards are very good. And they're also very ahead. So we're just going to main phase, command, kill this, make a 3-2 to trade with this. And we're going to go to 8. And we'll be at 11 with a 3-2 in play. So doing this in combat's cool, but I don't think it really blows out much. I guess we could block the Pest. That's like the greediest play, but we're not going to do that. And we're not going to Divine Gambit either. They top 2 cards, so they have tons of good spells. I don't know what they're waiting with this blue. There's nothing. There's just Opt. And if they have Opt, it doesn't change a single thing, so they should just cast Opt. I guess actually you're supposed to Opt end step, but they already know what's on top of their deck, whatever. They probably don't have Opt. They're just taking time. Ooh, man. Pretty rough game. Pretty rough, not the game. The game itself's fine, but just the day itself, like the losses are rough, man. I do not enjoy losing like that. I'm sure people could tell. But hopefully you enjoy the salt. Salt is good. Salt is healthy. Like, you know, if you don't have salt, I think your body collapses if you don't get enough salt. So you guys are getting plenty of salt from this this VOD series. Get your daily dose, right? I'm probably gonna stream later tonight. Like when you watch this VOD, like the VOD's not gonna be up the night of. It'll probably be up like a day or two after because I have to figure out how to video edit this. But that's interesting. I could just play Pledge Mage and eliminate this and block. And then I guess if they have something, the problem is that I want to resolve this now. No, I'm just not gonna be greedy. Blow this up, gain life, make the spirit. There. And then, because the thing is, they're blue-green. They have Leyline Invocation, they have Fractal Summoning off Lessons, they have all kinds of things they can do that scale late game and get killed by Eliminate. You know, those big XX creatures. Another Trickster. God, they're just tapping everything down. Yeah, they're not even going to tap the Spirit. They're just going to keep this thing tapped down because they know if I draw cards, it's bad for them. So Tump Shredder's nice. This is okay. I don't want to Divine Gambit yet. I could just eliminate the Flyer. I think eliminating the Flyer is reasonable enough. I'll probably just play Pledge Mage and we can eliminate the Flyer. We could also just play Tome Shredder, I guess. I mean, we could take 2. We're not that low. Yeah. Alright, let's just play Tome Shredder then. We'll be going to 9 here. We're going to exile a spell, EOT. Actually, we should check and see if we have spell recursion. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, not this. That doesn't matter. But what kind of recursion do we have for spells? I don't think we have much, right? We'll see what they played. 1 second. But this is 41 cards. Why does it say 41 cards? I'm definitely not playing 41 cards. Oh, it's because Reduce to Memories in my deck. Yeah. No, I didn't make that mistake. I don't think we have any recursion, actually, so we could just put whatever we want on the bottom. Sure. That's a good creature. That might be an eliminate target, actually. We'll see how this game goes. They have 3 cards in hand. Mage Duel? No, just Pop Quiz. Okay. I guess we shouldn't F6, because we want to eat something with the Tome Shredder. They chose Introduction to Prophecy, and they might just cast it, yeah. So, this is a 4-4. This can block our creatures, so we might just eliminate it and go to 9. We really want to get an attack off with this. This creature is quite good. We get to draw 2 cards. And we also get to put this in the bottom of our deck. If the game goes to decking somehow, it means we get to draw Lorehold Command again at some point. We could also shuffle with Environmental Sciences. I don't think we have any other shuffle effects. Also, look at the cat in the background. She's so cute. But scry, see what we hit here. Go to 9. Draw for turn. Don't forget to activate Tome Shredder, because obviously we want the sizing. Probably going to edit these videos very minimally, which means that like when I go get water or something, it'll still be there. Because I'm just completely new to editing videos, and I think just getting the raw footage out while it's relevant is probably more important. So we bottom our best card, but only because we have no recursion. If we had recursion, like Return Past Color or the 1/5 reach, then we would just like leave it in the graveyard, because that's more relevant. But anyways, draw for turn. We're not upkeep campusing. Excavation's interesting. That is pretty good. But I think the first order of business is just to attack with Ardent Dust Speaker. Oh wait, oh no, that got exiled. Oh, I got confused. I was like, wait. So I actually made a mistake there. I should have exiled Shock and then bottomed Lorehold Command. If this game goes to decking, I did make a crucial, like, not irrelevant mistake. So, anyways, we're just going to send in the Dust Speaker. We're going to put the Shock on the bottom. We don't want the card draw spell on the bottom, because if it's on the bottom of our deck and we draw it, we've already basically decked out. So, why not? Yeah, Shock on the bottom. Archaic, Blood Age General, and nothing else. Okay. So, we're not going to eliminate before blocks. If they block with just this, we'd actually them rather, like, declare blockers, and then we cast Eliminate. Because then we get to keep our 3-4 and we get another attack out of it. Whereas if we kill this now, then they just block with the 4-3 and it dies. Yeah, perfect. So, just eliminate this. And then we're going to play the Archaic. We're going to give up this Blood Age General. But Archaic is pretty nice. Forces them to pay 2. It's pretty annoying. We have Divine Gambit for the flyer if we end up in a desperate spot where we have to do that. Like, this General's pretty pointless. We just have to make sure that we don't, like, I guess, eat too many spells to the dog so we can't use this. But I'm not really worried about that. We have a lot of spells this game. That was, like, half the problem with, that other game, game 1, for example, the one we almost killed them when we were curving out. We didn't draw enough spells. Yeah, just cast it. We're not going to cast Vastlands. If we cast Vastlands, we can cast both these spells. So, I guess there could be a case for casting this. Since, like, normally this is, like, both players draw a card, right? Or it's both players draw 2 cards, and both players gain 3 life, which is kind of rough. But if we're casting Vastlands... Wait. How do they scry, by the way? Do they top 2? They bottom 1, top 1. Because I was going to say, this also disrupts their scry a little bit, right? Because they are forced to look at the top cards. A land card and or instant or sorcery. We also might brick, too. So I guess we'll just play the Archaic, and we'll give up the General, but I think that's probably better than playing Vastlands. And then they're not playing black, so we're just going to play our lands out. We don't need to play around Go Blank. So goodbye, General. Next turn we can start excavating them to get some life back. I will say they have a lot of lands, so they can afford to pay for this, but it's still very annoying. Like, if they have a multiple spell turn, it's going to be more difficult to just pay for the Archaic over and over, and it's going to restrict their mana heavily. And if they have a kill spell, then the first thing they need to do is kill this, which makes us happy, so... Interesting. I guess they're pretty flooded. They could have something too. I guess we'll just exile... We'll exile the Gambit, because we'd rather bottom eliminate. Untap. So we can lose this card to... like, it's going to trade, but we're fine with that. Like, we're getting 4 cards off it, which is insane. There's not really much else. This trades too. I think we would just attack with, like, just these 2 and then leave back the Archaic. We'll see if they have anything. Study Break, a Pump Spell, whatever. Like, they topped a card, so there's something in their hand that's good. Like, they don't just have 3 lands. But at the same time, like, yeah, you're going to have to show me a better reason to not attack with this. Okay, perfect. So, it's just going to die. We hit lands here, but lands aren't useless. We have Excavation as a way to, like, you know, like, if we could flip some creatures, we can pay to make spirits. We also have Effigy to deal damage off it. Sure. They just trade. I mean, if they have the pump spell, like, we're not even remotely upset. Like, they should have something. Oh, okay, that's really good. They have to pay 2. Yeah, they get to upsize it. Yeah, this card's brutal. So, good one to know about for the next game, but we're not dead or anything. Yeah. Fortunately, our creature is quite dead. We can't cast anything right now. We have, what, 8? Yeah. I guess we'll choose the plains. I don't think it really matters whether we have 5 white or red. And then we play this. We play the Shredder, we play Excavation, we pass. Nice! Very nice. It's probably the best thing we could flip over, actually. Yeah. So we might end up killing the flyer for free here. It's just the only thing that's really that threatening. Oh, okay, no. Now we don't have to kill the flyer. That's an awesome draw. We do not have to kill the flyer at all. I assume it starts by casting it. I guess we can think about what we're going to tutor up first. Anatomy's pretty good. Just make anatomy, like, you know, we have a threat there. The ground creatures are just okay. I don't think we want the ground creatures. I guess we'll just cast it. Like, it's going to start by casting it, right? We're not going to get the Phoenix back this turn, or the Pilgrim back this turn. So we just cast it, go get something. Yeah. Illuminate History is not very good right now. Our hand is mostly just crap. I think it's just Anatomy. I think we just get Anatomy, cast Anatomy on the flyer, and we just go in for a bunch of damage. We could also just be very aggressive, remove this, and then attack. But this creature is a 4/4, so our attacks aren't like perfectly good. We could attack with this. If we do this, we get to attack with 1, 2, 3. You can probably trade the Archaic for this. But then we're like at risk of dying, I guess. Definitely the best creature. Why don't we just do that? Also, we get to see if they have anything for Divine Gambit. See if there's a bookworm or... No, it's just a land. Okay, perfect. So... so now this is an 8/8. So they actually got something out of that. That's pretty funny. I wasn't expecting that. So let's slow our roll. We'll just attack with this. So we have a bit of a life gain engine here. Nice. Yeah, it's life gain whenever we hit lands, and whenever we hit spells, it's damage. Oh god, even more lands. Yeah, they're just flooding out mercilessly. This can force us to chump, I guess, but we have spirits off the excavation. They enter tapped. Oh, that's really good. So I assume it starts by casting this then. What would we go get, though? Sciences is whatever. We could reduce. Reduce is kind of whatever. Like, we could do all sorts of things. Illuminate's just okay. Could also just not cast this now. Yeah, I think we just get back the Pilgrim, actually. So we're almost out of planes. Very close to just killing them. Not really dead to all that much, either. Like, I guess Exponential Growth kills us. The X spell, if they're playing that. If they're playing the X spell, we are putting ourselves dead to Exponential Growth. You'll just see all their lands suddenly tap, and then we'll die. Approach of the Second Sun. Wow. Okay, well now the game is afoot. Because that card will kill us eventually. That explains what they're splashing, too. I haven't actually seen the spell yet. But it's going to go 7th from the top. They don't have a campus, so they can't get to it very quickly. So we got to, 7th from the top. So they need to... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, that's extremely good. So I guess it starts by casting first day of class, and we'll see what we get. Maybe we should be exiling to this Tome Shredder. I was thinking about having 7 cards for Illuminate, but that seems silly. We should have been exiling to upsize this. That is a misplay. Definitely unfortunate. We're just missing a bit of equity here. I don't think there's anything else we're doing with those spells in our graveyard. So this card should be like a 4/4 right now. Yeah. But anyways, we're not going to beat ourselves up over it too bad. So we can get this 4/4, which is huge. We can also get the 3/2, and then we can Silverhold Command. Or Silver Quill Command. I'm not really sure what we're doing here. We're just trying to kill them before they stun us to death. They could also draw like a big card, draw a spell, and do it next turn. Yeah. Spirit Summoning. Very large creatures. Unfortunately, this doesn't... I don't think this kills them. We can make them sacrifice the pest. We can give something flying. But if we give something flying, like... It's not really all that impressive. Like, you know, we give our worst creature flying, so it's a forced chump block. And we should do some math really quick on attackers, because we have a lot of damage. So we give something flying. We don't target them to draw, because they might hit an instant. I guess we just edict them and give something flying, right? So let's just do the math really quick. We have a lot of time. I guess we have... This is game 1, but jeez. So, this gets in... They block, let's say we give the Pilgrim flying, we make them sack the pest. They go to 19 life. They block here, and then they block a 4 power creature, right? So this dies, they're at 19. They block a 5, they block a 4. So they're taking 4, 8, 12, 14. Yeah, it's lethal. Okay, great. So we'll just do that. Oh wait, no, wrong mode. Target creature, target opponent. Great. Target creature, target opponent. We'd have a little more damage if we had used this, so definitely could have been punished. I guess they have to block this too. So even though they're sacking the pest, we don't care, and they're just dead on board. Yeah, they don't have enough creatures for it, so just have to make sure we had lethal. Obviously, we had a very good hand. We drew very well this game as opposed to the other games. So, although honestly, we didn't even draw that bad in the other games. Like, we didn't have non-games. We just had dragon games. Like, we had answers to the dragon. Like, the first time a dragon was played against us, we top deck defend the canvas, which was extremely lucky. And then they had the negate, and everything just was like, oh, this is not going to be my day, is it? So, very brutal stuff. Their deck is... I mean, I don't know what we do exactly about... Like, do we have any tech plays for Approach the Second Sun? I don't think we do. We don't have any surgicals or anything like that. I think we just have to get them dead. Like, we have to accept that, like, we can play a long game for a little bit, because our deck is very strong. But eventually we will die to it. We could also try to cheese them out with this. Like, I might be underrating this card in my deck, because I have so many 5s. Like, it's possible I was supposed to play Strixhaven Stadium in this deck. I mean, like, look at all these good 5s I have. I've been, like, pretty land light a lot of times. But I'm not sure what I would cut for it, really. I guess I could cut Shock. Although he has 2 creatures for Shock. He has, and I'm on the draw as well. He has the Amplimancer and the Aven. Neither one's broken. You could have Ziona as well. The 1/2 girl that draws cards and puts lands into play. That's a common blue-green, or not uncommon blue-green card. But, like, you know, it's a solid reason to play blue-green. So that's another creature that dies to Shock. Quantrix Pledge Mage dies to Shock as well. So I don't think it's going to be Shock. Not really sure exactly what we will cut. Defend the Campus didn't look very good. I didn't really see anything to blow up with it. At the 4/3 bear, I guess. There were no fractals early on. So maybe the Stadium should have been main decked. God, I don't know. This card's so gimmicky, though. And I mean, we have been flooding out a lot. But this is like an alternate way to troll them if they go for the Sun. Like, we get our own alt win con. Maybe this card's just a trap. I mean, this is an Anthem, too. I'm just not going to play it. It's possible I'm wrong. It's a very high variance card. But I don't want to cut any of the learn stuff. I think you've seen the first day of class. Like, it looked bad to me, but the card's been pretty good. My learn board is very strong. So I just don't want to cut anything that says learn on it. And I don't particularly want to cut removal spells. And the Divine Gambit didn't punish us at all. Like, if their win con is Approach at the Second Sun, then that's not a win con that you can put into play with Divine Gambit. So, yeah, we're definitely keeping this hand. Pretty good, actually. Really nothing wrong with it. I'm not sure which of these we play first. Probably the Excavation, because I assume this isn't going to be able to attack on turn 3. Depends what they have, though. They chose to play. So, I expect them to choose to play, by the way, but I mentioned this earlier. Just make sure that you are not on the play, because sometimes people randomly choose to draw, and then if you F6 through your turn, you're putting yourself at an extreme disadvantage. It's like you kept a 0-lander or something, you know, when you F6 through your turn like that. It's very bad. But I'm curious what kind of viewership this will get. I probably doing very minimal editing on the videos. I've just tried to cut the recordings at the right time to make up for that. Okay, interesting. I wonder which one we play first. Like, so there's two different schools of thought here. Like, if we're just attacking with this, so this has like 1 power and haste. Or it gains 1 with haste, right? And it also, like, you want to start this early so you have as many creatures as possible to exile to it. Okay, now we drew the Shock. That's probably our designated Shock target. So, we could play this. God, it's like, our hand is so good. We don't even really, like, have... It's like false choices. Like, if they play Pledge Mage next turn, we could just play the other 2-drop plus Shock. I don't think we actually want to trade with this. This is probably the better card. So, let's just play the Excavation. We'll get this started early. We have a 3/3 to block it next turn. If they play Pledge Mage, we're just going to play General plus Shock. Yeah, we milled a Plains. It's fine. We're going to take 2 here. Pledge Mage? No, Ziona. Or it's Zimone. It's not Ziona. It's Zimone. That's fine. Said her name wrong, but... I'm sure she'll forgive me, but she won't forgive me for this because I'm just going to shock her, I think. They might have nothing, and if they have nothing, they could just turn 4, draw cards off it. So let's just deny them value. Like, this card's also somewhat relevant. It does scale into a 4/4, but, Yeah, we're gonna block here. This card does scale too. Like, it makes our spirits into 3/2s later. We're gonna have spirits from Lorehold Excavation, but I don't really have an answer in hand to this card. 4/4 is better sizing than this. Okay. Not the most broken Quandrix command. I'm actually kind of glad that's out of their hand already. Although it does make this quite threatening. Yeah. Let's see. So I think I just play Tome Shredder and pass. I could also play Mentor and then play Tome Shredder, but it's kind of the same other way. I guess I would rather get this started now. Although, I mean, they are cannibalizing resources, but we're going to mill over other spells to this, so let's just do Tome Shredder. We're not blocking. If they want to pump to make us take 8, that's fine. I mean, we don't want that to happen, but we're going to accept that because I'm not blocking with my Tome Shredder. That's pretty insane. Jeez, brutal. Yeah, they're just going in. They're going to take advantage of this, so they're going to make us answer it, right? I guess we don't care about Gambit. Because remember, these go to the bottom, so we want to choose the card that makes the least sense on the bottom of our deck to exile. So we're at 3 if we don't do anything. We can go get Reduced to Memory. That's an acceptable card, I guess. With the Phoenix, and we could just chump with it. I don't love Reduced to Memory this. It does feel bad, but at the same time, like, you know, I guess this is just what the game is. This is their game plan. So, you know, I guess we'll just do this. If they want to put us to 4, that's fine. It'll be their whole turn. Okay. Yeah, they're going to do other things. Yep. Get rid of Guiding Voice, I suppose. I think Guiding Voice might be better on the bottom than Shock. Yeah, so this is our draw for turn. That's good. We'll keep it. We want to play the Phoenix next turn anyways. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to get. I guess we get Reduced to Memory, but we don't have to get that. Illuminate History is okay. You can just throw these 2 away and, like, we'll make a Spirit off it, but these cards are basically fine. I don't think I want to throw them away that much. So I think I will get Reduced to Memory. This isn't the best threat to hit with it, but whatever. So we can actually kill this if we double block here, unless they have like some kind of 1-mana blue trick. We get to kill this Amplimancer, and then we end up with nothing and just the Phoenix, or we can just chump block this, or we could just go to 1. Going to 1 is also like not completely atrocious. It's probably atrocious. I probably shouldn't go to 1. But, I mean, I could just give up this combo, and then we just lose our Scry. Because this card does scale. Like, we don't have to hit this with it. And, I mean, if we do this, they lose their whole turn. Like, and it's kind of a 2-for-1, because this is an Aura. And then we're just here. Yeah, actually, I like this better. I think I like this better. And they have to commit to it. Yeah. Sure. So we exile our last instant sorcery. We get to scry as well. I don't think land 6 matters all that much. We can just bottom it. Like, it's not useless, but we'll get the lands later. So they trade. We have the Phoenix. That's an insanely good card. So we're just going to play out our Dust Speaker, and then I think we can just probably pass. I mean, we could attack. We're not blocking here, but we can block here if they have a kill spell or a Aven Trickster, so... Yeah, I think it's ideal, too, for us to hit lands at this point. We would much rather be gaining life than dealing damage to them. Field Trip for... What are they going to get? Anatomy? They could also just get Intro to Prophecy. We haven't really seen much else. Fractal Summoning, okay. Aven Trickster. Tap the Dust Speaker, attack with the 4/3, probably. Yeah. That's fine, but we have Lorehold Command again. So we might just do the exact same line. Where we just kill the Aven and then make a 3/2. Yeah, first day of class is okay. We could get a blocker for something. Could also just pass. We haven't seen Negate yet. But I kind of want to do this main phase. Like, we have not seen Negate, right? Like, we played entire game 1. We didn't see Negate. They know about Lorehold Command though. We could also do this if nothing else happens. But I mean, we are dead if they have negate, and we do this. We don't do this main phase, so we need to do it main phase. We need to just not die to things that we don't need to die to. So. Or we could also kill the 4/3 and just leave the flyer. Yeah, I think we just leave the flyer, actually. This is like a really embarrassing matchup for it. Whereas this trades with our Dust Speaker, so we'll do it differently. Just kill this. Make a Spirit, pass turn, get a bit of incremental damage. Yeah, we gained life, which is nice. What's this? Harmonize, that's good. So it's going to be a longer game, I guess. I don't think there's any way we can, yeah, there's no way we can get this through, like, completely, but... Unless we draw, okay. So we're not going to Divine Gambit, I think. We could Divine Gambit this, and then this is able to attack freely. But I think trading it is acceptable to us. We can attack with both, because we know they're going to double block this. We're going to get a trade. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're definitely interested in drawing Lorehold Command if it goes to decking. That's nice. Yep. So we just kill both these idiots. Take 3. Guess land for turn. Good first day of class to make this bigger, but I don't think we do that now. I don't think it matters what land we leave up either, because we don't have anything. If we wanted to bluff a 1-mana spell, this is probably the best one, because we've shown him shock, so. Approach the Second Sun. Okay, so yeah, the game is afoot. We have to kill them. Oh wow, cram session. And they get to, no, they don't get to shuffle, right? But they can prophecy and get closer to approach. So we know their hand is fractal +1 plus whatever the hell they're learning into. And we need to get them dead. We need to get them dead very quickly before we die to approach the Second Sun. But learn effects do not shuffle your deck because they just access your sideboard. What did they learn? Oh, they discarded fractal summoning, so they chose not to grab a lesson. They're just going to get faster to it. I don't think this really stops Approach to the Second Sun, because we get a copy of the Sun, and Sun is if you cast it the first time. So we would gain 7 life, but we would still lose the game, and forcing them to pay doesn't matter. It is a beater, though. It's a big beater. But yeah, we need to get a move on. We're going to first day of class, we're going to get a 3/2, and we're just going to go for broke. And then we have Divine Gambit later. So first day of class is pretty good. It's showing off its power right now. We could also Illuminate and just throw all this crap away if we wanted, because we are going to get a creature off it. We could dig to something better, like let's look at our deck really quick. What could we draw here that is worth throwing away these mediocre cards? Because I think Divine Gambit's like the only card I actively want in my hand right now, because I'm assuming it's not going to screw us. We've already milled Defend the Canvas, so we're going to hit Silverquill Command. That's like that's the money shot. A second first day of class. And then honestly, a lot of it's a lot worse. I think like most of our, the cards we have are better than a lot of this other stuff. And our deck is kind of thin as well. But I guess getting Spirit Summoning isn't really that much better than getting Illuminating History. So, yeah, I think I will Illuminate History, actually. We'll just throw all of our cards away. Or maybe we keep the... No, we can keep the Gambit. How about we just keep the Gambit, we throw the Archaic and the Reduced to Memory away. One thing we do is we do not cast or explore the Vastlands, because that will get them right to their Second Sun and it will kill us. So we're definitely not doing that. And we just send them all in. Yeah, the next turn, perfect. We have first day of class with the 5/5 Elemental. And I don't think we could play a land, right? We already played a land? No, we can't play a land. That's fine. So, yeah, mill them. We milled a Pledge Mage. That's fine. We want to hit Silverquill Command. Silverquill Command is the best card in our deck at this point. Eureka Moment's good. They can't play Approach to the Second Sun yet. They're not there. Sure. That's really good. That's 2 bodies. So, I'm actually just going to play it really quickly. I think if we're going to die here, we're going to die anyways. Get Spirit Summoning. Divine Gambit this. Maybe we should have done that first. We should have Divine Gambited first, I guess, but we'll hope they don't have anything. No creature. Oh, they have a creature. That's rough. That's really rough. But we can attack with this. Yeah. We just go in. Damn. So that actually ended up not working out. The Divine Gambit. It did punish us there. I guess we should not have 6. Because we might draw something that makes us playing a land worth it. They're not dead, right? Yeah, they're at 5. So unless I've counted incorrectly, I don't think they got to Sun. So they put Sun 7th. Then they cram session. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think this might get them to Sun, but they're probably not going to be able to cast it because. Oh wait, unless they have land, I think they might be able to cast it. I'm not sure on the exact count. Does they have Sun? Yeah, I think they have Sun. Yeah, we're dead. Actually, we're silly. I'm glad that we lost a game. So what we could do is we could do this. Maybe we want Test of Talents. You know, we could just take the Black Splash out and switch our splash around because we haven't really lost it any other way. Like Eliminate doesn't look that good. So maybe we should have considered that. I was a little bit on tilt. I think this is a loss of equity. I mean, I love Silver Coal Command. This card is fantastic. But other than that, I think Eliminate's like very replaceable. We could also try both. Our mana is potentially good enough for both, but it is risky. Divide by Zero is also like a really good blue card if we want to like go in with that. I don't think I would want both. I think I just want good mana. If we're doing both, we could do Archway Commons, actually. We could do both. We could do Command, cut a mountain, cut a plains, Archway Commons, maybe Letter as well, and play Test of Talents. We could even play Reconstruct History to get back Test of Talents, and then we just can't lose to the second Sun. So that could be done. A bit weird, though. Honestly, it's like we're playing for some prizes. I don't think we're playing for top 8. I don't think we can make it, but... And we're going to have to play quickly, because we only have 6 minutes left. We've taken a lot of time explaining things, and I was AFK for 3 minutes. I took my sweet time game 1, probably more than I needed to. I don't think I was playing as quickly as I should have been. But I guess that's the challenges of streaming. So this is what our fixed mana base looks like, and then we just have to go get Environmental Sciences to cast these cards. How much red and white do I have? I don't think our mana is actually bad at all if we do this. 6 and 6. Yeah, we have 9/9, which is really good actually. So we can do the double splash. But we need to cut some cards then. First year is cuttable. I like basically all of our 3s. But first year is definitely not bad either. Divine Gambit's probably cuttable. I don't want to cut anything that says Learn. Shock looked pretty good. Defend the Campus just looked okay. So I guess like Divide by Zero would come out, because we don't actually need Divide by Zero. We just need the Test of Talents. This card, like, absolutely insane against them. And it's like the most important card in their deck. And if we wanted, we could cut like a land for Letter or something as well. Because Letter is very good for casting 5-drops and for casting our colors. So, are we more red or are we more white? We're more red. I guess we cut a plains for Letter. Play 16 lands with a Letter of Acceptance and a bunch of ways to get the Test of Talents out. I suppose that's okay. I mean, I could cut Defend the Campus too. Defend the Campus is probably the worst card in our deck otherwise. Oh man, I'm not sure about this. Probably for like Reconstruct History or something, because we have an artifact. I kind of want to try Reconstruct History. I'm kind of low in sorceries though, right? Yeah, I don't think I have enough sorceries for Reconstruct History. So, we'll just do this. We're going to choose to play. Tempo matters. Yeah, this hand's good. Definitely a good hand. We have Eager First Year. This needs to live. If this dies on turn 2, somehow this hand falls apart. But I don't think it will. They're blue-green. They don't really kill 2-drops on turn 2. We could also just hit anyways. But definitely need to resolve this, because, you know, the Nightmare scenario is... Okay, well, we're actually not going to... Yeah, we're just going to play the Pilgrim first. And we're going to get, like, all the planes in our deck. But they have no idea that we have the blue splash. They have no idea. So we'll try to find a Test of Talents. We have a lot of time to find it, too. Wow, that's really good. I guess we don't need a Guiding Voice, then. Let's just play the Phoenix, and we'll just curve out. I think I... It's interesting. I think I just want the Spirit. Just curve out. Play all our creatures. Attack. Play this, play Lorehold Command, kill them. So we're just having a... We took a pretty good draw, and then we turned it into a nut draw. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, there's probably nothing we can do about that. So let's just hit the Voice here. Don't want to reduce to memory. I could anatomy. Anatomy's probably fine. I don't need sciences anymore because I have all my cards. Yeah, anatomy's the most aggressive card I can choose. I think I'll just grab anatomy. I'm not gonna cast it though. I'm just gonna cast general and then I'm gonna cast commons and I'll attack for 3. Oh wait, no, damn it, I played the wrong land. I played the wrong land. Okay, we're silly. That's fine. So hopefully that doesn't cost us, but that was definitely very bad. This commons is terrible now. We had one really good window to play it. Yeah, so they're gonna tap that down. So we play the commons now, we play Spirit Summoning, and we just pass. Yeah, definitely brutal. I'm not sure what that would have changed, though. Like, we would have had a 3-2 into this turn. We could have, we'd have these 3 bodies versus this. And then we could try to go Lorehold Command or something with the +0 indestructible mode. +1/+1 indestructible is really good. That's probably just, like, hit his face with Lightning Helix and +1/+0 indestructible. See what they get here. Introduction to Prophecy, sure. So they just want to find the sun and cast it. The good news is like, we could just counterspell the sun the second time around. We don't need to hit the first sun. We could just hit the second one. Yeah. Curate, throw the Pledge Mage away. Definitely a fortunate game. Bad sequencing with the land. Just click the wrong land. Other than that, we played this game very well. We have to play quickly, too, because we only have 3 minutes and 56 seconds left. Okay, they cannot counter our Lorehold command, so we're just going to swing out. Alright, cool. We're just swinging out. Lorehold command is just insane. We just swing out, you know. Their board's going to get absolutely wrecked. And there's basically nothing they can do about it. And they have 1 mana. There's nothing for 1 mana that counters Lorehold command, so we're good. There's no Spell Pierce. Wait, there is no Spell Pierce, right? Because I could have played the land. I don't think Spell Pierce is a Mystical Archive. I've never seen it. I've seen Negate, but I've never seen Spell Pierce. And then, yeah, they deal 3 to this, +1/+0 indestructible. We have a massive board. We haven't seen Wrath of God. So we probably are just good. And if they have Wrath of God, then we're in deep shit. Yeah, their blocks are so good, except for the Lorehold command. Like, these would be this would be an insane attack otherwise, but they just have to know that it's like, yeah, we're just getting had, and there's nothing we can do. God, I need water. My throat is parched. My throat is parched. We boarded incorrectly game 2. As soon as we saw that second sun, we should have boarded in Test of Talents, I think. But anyways, we're gonna go create a 3, deal, yeah, create. No, we don't want to create 3. We want to deal 3 damage. There it is. Sir. What's it doing? So everyone's indestructible. Whole team lives. Go ahead. I guess we could have done that last turn. Honestly, I probably would, if I had 3 creatures and I had not played the wrong land, I probably would have just done that last turn. Because they were basically tapped out. So. But anyways, the main thing is just don't do that into 2 mana. If you can do it into 1 mana, you're just perfectly safe. There's nothing they can have. It's just completely safe. We're over the horizon. I don't think we're going to top 8, though, unfortunately. We're 15th. We'd have to jump 7 places. If we do top 8, I will be ecstatic, but just not expecting it. Hopes are not up. We can look at the prizes really quick. Let me just see prizes. Yeah, we're just going to be in here for sure. But that's still good. It's better than nothing. We'll cast the Wandering Archaic now. We'll just cast it first thing to make sure we get whatever they're playing here. If they have, like, Bury in the Books or something. Actually, Bury in the Books wouldn't work. But whatever. We do this. We play it. Yeah, we're going to do this on the Spirit so we can pump it. That way, like, we can attack and then pump it with Vigilance. Great. And we also get to keep our bird. Because we're playing around, like, Bury in the Books or something. And then we just tap this whenever we want. So I think we're going to be able to run them the hell over. Unfortunately, they can pay for Bury in the Books. But playing this first covers all kinds of other possibilities. If they have Bury, I guess they bury, what? This or something? Their blocks still aren't that good. Oh, Quandrix Command. Yeah. Counters on that, sure. Yeah, and I guess they could eat the 3-2. Yeah, I guess I should have said Quandrix Command instead of burying the books, because they can eat the 3-2 and then yeah. But they're dead. They're dead on board. They can't actually eat the 3-2. They have to block the 4-2, because yeah, then the Spirit guy activates. So we got rewarded for putting the counters here. They're gonna have no board and they're gonna be at 1 life with an Archaic out. So plus we have a Hasty Flyer in hand. So all we need to do is not clock out. I don't think we're gonna lose this match. Like they play Plains, play Wrath of God. That's how they get out of this. And then they have like they Plains, Wrath of God, and then they have some answer to this, like burying the books. And that's like Exacxies. No, that's not going to do it. Yeah, they're going to have to let us Prophecy too. Yes, I would like the Prophecy. If we had less time, I guess we would have said no. All right, perfect. Well, we just drew the burn spell too. So they're just dead. They're completely dead. I think our deck is very good. I'm very disappointed to go 3-2 with this deck. I think this deck easily could have been 4-1 or even 5-0. And I think our build was pretty good too. And I don't think we were supposed to board it into Test of Talents. Only once. Only against this guy because of the Approach the Second Sun. Yeah, there's nothing they can do. We're not going to search for a forest, though. I guess we would learn, but whatever. I just want to save time. I don't think there's no lesson that says 2 mana, you don't die this turn, you know? Yeah, Sciences. No. Yeah, they're just trying to time us out, I guess. This isn't going to work. But if we had more confidence, I guess we would just say yes and go get the land and then go get the learn, obviously. But we're, yeah. Sure, just attack. All right. So we got the match. I don't think we're the last match to play, but we're close. So I guess I'll just leave. I don't really need to leave this in the recording. I'll start a new recording if we make top 8. How about that? But if you don't see a top 8 video, it's because we didn't make top 8, which I don't expect to. I think our breakers are not nearly good enough. But disappointing to lose to Dragons. Pool was very good otherwise. Love Magic though, love the set. Not going to be too salty about it. These things definitely happen when you play tournament Magic. You need to take the ups, you need to take the downs. The key thing is to try a lot of tournaments because eventually you'll get there if you play well. And I think we built and played pretty well. I don't really recall any major missteps. The most interesting game, like in retrospect, was match 4, game 1, because we could have just suicided our creatures in, and based on the way we drew it would have worked out. Like, but the problem is we drew shock and lands. If you told me there's a shock on top of your deck, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna suicide my creatures in because I'm gonna get there. But I didn't know that, and we had all kinds of things that against the average black-white deck give us a late game advantage. First day of class in particular, big hasters, Lorehold Command, Hopefree Ghostforge, all kinds of good late game cards. And then as far as the build goes, like maybe I'm supposed to play Stadium because I have 4 good 5-drops and I'm like kind of a deck that can connect for Stadium points. Like if there's any deck that plays Stadium, it's probably a deck like this. But I have not been that impressed with Stadium, and I did not want to put such a risky card in my deck, you know? Like I certainly wouldn't play a blank Manalith in this deck. Like a blank 3-mana colorless Manalith would not make this deck. I'd rather just curve out and then do things. Especially because I'm going to be like, I expect to have blank turns with this some amount of the time, where I just go 2 mana, go 2-drop Environmental Sciences. So, but the deck did use mana well. Like this card's actually a very good 5-drop as well. You know, the later you wait to play this, the better the card is. Whereas all of our other 2-drops, like these are late game 2-drops, so we didn't have that many early plays. But it's not like we had good options either. Like we had Hall Monitor, which I think is a bit too aggressive for sealed, and then really nothing else. So if we wanted ramp spells, we could have done this. I don't like main decking Splash of or Test of Talents on the splash, like the double splash, but maybe some players would, because I do think a lot of the best decks in this format are vulnerable to Test of Talents. But that's not what killed us. We died to Dragon, so Test of Talents was not going to save us. And that's it for this VOD. Thank you for watching so much, and hopefully there's a top 8 VOD, but don't expect one. Do not expect one. 15th is very low. Take care, guys. Hope to do more of these in the future. Bye.